Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It's Thursday, the 28th of June 2018. This is just my daily video on what I've done this morning on my daily charts, which include both the Mod MACD and the high probability methods. I did sleep in this morning by about an hour, and surprisingly, Germany were also knocked out of the World Cup, come fourth in their group, just like Australia did. So let's move on, have a look at the charts, and you can hear the background noise, just perfect timing as the local vendor goes past trying to sell something. The New Zealand interest rate news come out this morning, remained as is, obviously not too much said in the subsequent speeches as not much happened on those pairs. Let's have a look at the charts. There has been a bit of action this morning. Go to the Mod MACD charts first. I haven't updated the charts as yet, but you'll get an idea. I was in a sell trade. This is USD Japanese yen. I was in a sell trade, green dot confirm, which means across to the upside through the fast MACD. So I've closed that trade for a loss of about 52 pips. I didn't take the buy. There's not enough criteria met yet to take the buy, as there's no green QMP, and the standard MACD down the bottom here is very flat. So took a loss there on that sell trade, and same applies for the USD Swiss franc. I was in a sell. It's gone up through the fast MACD's gone through the zero level, and I've closed that sell. It's about a loss of approximately 101 pips. Not enough criteria as yet to take the buy either. It might just roll over and go back into sell mode, but at the moment I'm out of that sell for a loss. Pound USD. Now I've got a problem here. I'm not sure what my QMP filter is doing, but it's happened on every chart I've got. There's a double green dot there. There should only be one. I'm not sure what's going on. Every time I get rid of it, it comes back. It's on every chart I've got on this pair. Anyway, I digress. I took a sell here. It's down there, this previous low, so I've just closed half. It's around about 150 pips there, so that's a little bit of profit there. And my stop's been moved down to 133,641. So I've closed half my sell trade, stop down. AUD, Aussie Canadian dollar, I've taken a new sell this morning. The two MAs are really tight. I was in a sell previously, I didn't take the buy, now I'm in a second sell. The standard MACD's down, confirmed cross of the zero level. And the only thing missing is, no, I lie, it's fine. There's also like a double top across there. So I've taken a new sell trade here this morning. These MAs are very tight, very close. We'll just wait and see how we go. No stop in places yet. So new sell trade on the Aussie Canadian. New Zealand Canadian. I was in a buyback here. I closed out half somewhere, I don't know where in here. Had a stop in place last night, that was stopped out, so overall profit on the buy. And today I've taken a new sell. Again, it's like the Aussie Canadian, it's all very tight in the MAs there, but standard MACD's down, confirmed cross through the fast MACD zero level. So we're in a sell at this level here. It's already going down a little bit in my favour. So I closed the buy for overall profit and took a new sell. Aussie New Zealand, I made a mistake here, big time. It's in a sell back here. Now this is the one I did a loss recovery, and I recovered my previous loss, which is fine, but then price has gone down 150 pips or so, and I've left it with the full 02 lots on. And I should have closed out half down here somewhere. In the meantime, price has bounced up, and on this through here, this spike up, taking my stop out. So I ended up with an overall break-even trade on the second part of that trade, which is not ideal. I should have, it's a mistake on my part. I should have closed out half, had that stop, and at least made a bit of profit. But anyway, so now I'm going to buy, like the other ones. It's a bit messy, a bit high risk, because we're in this right under the 240 LMA at the moment. But even the standard MACD is not a convincing buy signal, but it's still, it meets all the criteria. It closed above the 25 SMA. I've got a green dot in QMP. definitely through the 0 level on the fast MACD, and you could say it's a buy signal, but it's a bit dodgy, but it meets the criteria. So stopped out in the sell at break even, new buy on the Aussie New Zealand. Now I'll switch over to the high probability daily ones. Daily, yep. A little bit of action on these ones also. Another loss, I believe, first up once we get the charts up. Here they are. Alright, let's look at the Aussie USD. I'm still in this sell from back here. Took a sell, I've closed out half, moved my stop down here, then I took that buy trade in here. That was stopped out there. And today I've received a JAGfx bullish RD. It'll be annoy the crap out of me, but just bounces here and heads back up again. But I'm stopped out on the sell. Not sure what the loss is there, but it's sorry, on the buy I'm stopped out. I'm still half in the sell, so I've got a partial hedge there, so it's not all doom and gloom there, but definitely stopped out on the buy. We'll always look for a re-entry if it presents. Aussie Canadian dollar. This morning I took a new sell. Still got a red QMP dot from over here. There's a nice sort of double top there, which sort of divergence. I'm tripping over my tongue this morning. I should have slipped in. So yeah, there's bearish divergence there. There's a double top. Broke this trend line. Took a new sell this morning. MAs are all very tight, so it's not a bad setup. We'll see how it goes. Canadian Swiss franc, took a new buy this morning. MAs are fairly tight. It is a regular bullish divergence here. As you can see, price is heading down on the price chart and the MACD is heading up. The MACD is both below the 0 level, which is good. There's a stop in place, so I took the buy here. It's probably a higher risk trade because with this type of divergence you're always looking for a reversal. Well, most of the time you're looking for a reversal. But we're in a buy here. That's a Canadian Swiss franc. And finally the pound Canadian. I'm having trouble saying Canadian dollar, pound CAD as people call it. In a sell, new sell here. It's not ideal. It's a bit. So we've got this big high up here and the low here, and it gives me that bearish divergence. Price is going down, MACD is going up. MACD is a fair way above the 0 level. Looks like it's been trying to turn over for a while. Now it's turning over, which is good. My concern is we're going into the 240 LMA. It's just not ideal, but it's a signal all the same. And I've got a stop in place, so I've taken a sell this morning. And I think that's about it. Yep, that's about it. So I'll go over all the charts a second time, update the screenshots, or prepare screenshots, update the spreadsheets, etc. And I'll post an update part 2 in the JAGfx Facebook group, which everyone's welcome to join. And I'll chat later. Cheers.